Want to see if we can restore this colour back to its original colour? Then check this video out. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a way of colouring these collars in to try and take them back to their original colour. This shirt, England 92-93, originally would have had a navy blue collar. But what you can see here is that it's kind of gone almost a pinky purple colour. And that's just what happens when you have something that's 30 years old, that's been through the wash and has been well worn and loved. Now, a gentleman that I met over Twitter has given me the inspiration behind using felt tips to colour in collars. Not all felt tips are created equally though. There are several different types depending on the material that you use and the colours that you want. So for example, this is a navy blue. Navy blue, believe it or not, is not a very easy colour to get in certain types of marker. You can get a royal blue, you can get peacock blue, but navy blue seems to be quite a difficult one to get hold of. I mean, if you look at the Edding website, Edding are a company that make permanent markers and markers of different types. They must have 10 or 15 different types of permanent marker. So what I've done is taken the hard work out of it for you. I've gone through, tested out a number of different markers. Some of them are markers, some of them are fabric paint pens, some of them are standard permanent markers, some of them are fabric permanent markers. Taken them through, tested them out, and I think I've found the one that is going to make this shirt collar go back to its original beauty. Now, in terms of the material here and the type of collar, it's very common on shirts from the 90s to find this kind of fade. So it doesn't have to be navy blue. Any colour that you need restoring pretty much is possible, but in this instance it's going to be a navy blue. So I'm going to take you over to the other side and show you what I've done so far, take you through different types of pens, and then we're going to get it looking pucker. So here's the underside of the collar, and you can see you probably can't make out the nuances between the different colours of blue, but I can. The naked eye is a bit easier to see. So I've gone through and I think I know which one I'm going to use for the collar, but let's just take you through. So this one here is an Edding 4500. Don't know if you can see that. There you go, Edding 4500. And if it were the right colour, I would have used this. It's a textile marker. You can't feel it on the material, which is nice. You don't want it to feel kind of coarse like a paint would do, but like I say, it's just the wrong colour. It's a little bit too royal blue. But with this one, just coloured it on. Not really much you have to do other than give it an iron after. In fact, pretty much all of these you need to kind of set it with an iron, but we can cover that after. Next is this colour here. I use this is like a standard blue permanent marker. It was only cost a couple of pounds, whereas this one was like £4 or £5. Again, colour blue is wrong. You can't feel it, which is good. So it would have been okay-ish if it wasn't the wrong colour. This next one is Edding Permanent Acrylic, and it's got a much thicker tip. So ideally, for a collar this size, you would ideally use something with a bit of a thicker tip. But again, wasn't quite the right colour, but also this one's a lot thicker. I don't know whether you can see it. I mean, certainly I can feel that it's a lot thicker and it's even come through. So this probably isn't the right one. Next up is the Posca markers. Now these are paint pens, not markers. They're paint pens. So actually what comes out is a thin layer of paint. And I use these a lot on flock sponsors if you're trying to freshen them up, or maybe a team badge or something like that. I've done an England badge recently, and potentially you can use these on there. It's given us a nice colour, but like I said, because it's a paint pen, you can feel the difference between a marker and paint pen. So we didn't use that. And the next one is something called Arteza. The brand is called Arteza, and they're really good. That's these ones here. get 30 of them, but they cost about £30. They're quite expensive as a pack, but they're really good quality. This is called peacock blue rather than navy blue. Again, I don't seem to have a navy blue. It has two tips, so a fine tip and a thicker tip. And it was pretty good actually. You can't feel it on there. The colour is pretty good, but I wasn't quite happy with it. It didn't lay down enough ink to fill the kind of gaps. So I didn't go with that. What I think I'm going to go with is this one. It's an Edding 3000. Now you can get a pack of them. Navy blue doesn't come in that pack. You get kind of like a royal blue, green, red, yellow, and black. I'll put links to all of these in the comments. This one I bought separately. It's fantastic. It's the right colour, so it's navy blue. It lays down a nice amount of ink, and also it kind of is you can't feel the difference between the material and where I've coloured it on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this Edding 3000 marker, and we're going to start to colour the shirt in. Now, as with a lot of the things that I do, it's not really a very good spectator sport. So I'll take you through the basics of it, and then I'll go through and finish the colouring and show you the finished article. But what you want to make sure you're doing, or you do, if you've got a collar with two different colours, easy for me to say, is you're going to need to use some tape to separate between the two, so you don't use the blue to go into the white and kind of vice versa. Now this tape is really good tape. It's called Scotch Blue, and it's proper sort of decorator's tape. It sticks well, and that means that you don't get any kind of paint going underneath it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it along the line. The line isn't exactly straight because it's material and it gets kind of pulled out of shape, but stick some tape down over it. Again, make sure you use something as a backing for it, because if you do this on a table or anything else, there is a chance that the ink might go through into what's behind. And I'm just going to go along the edge now, colouring it in. Doesn't matter if it goes on the tape. The whole point of the tape to do the edge, and then I'm going to go along in a downward motion. As with most kind of inks or paints, if you give more than one coat, you'll get a slightly darker and deeper colour. So we'll see how it comes out after it's all dried, but we're going to go through and colour this in and see what it looks like. Like I say, it's not a spectator sport, so leave this with me and I'll be back when I finish it.
A few moments later.
And here we have it. I mean, look at that. That is nice, dark, navy blue. I've left a bit of the collar uncoloured just to show you, still the same shirt. There you go, look. That's what it was like. And that's what it's like now. So I've gone through, I've done 2 coats, doing long, straight strokes down, because you don't want the strokes to overlap, because that will leave a bit of a line. So I've done long, straight strokes down, 2 coats, and here you have it. What I'm going to do now is I will be putting some heat on it to set the colour. So I'll lay it on an ironing board, hot iron, probably between the 1 and the 2 dots. Use some Teflon over the top to make sure you protect the material. Iron it to set the colour, and that will be ready to go. So, nice and simple. In summary, the marker is this Edding 3000. This is the pack of them. I'll put the link in the description. I hope you've liked this video. If you have any comments, please leave them below. Please remember to click like and subscribe to see our future content. Thank you very much.